What's going on, guys? Stefan here with you, S&E's Garage, and behind us we have our latest purchase. So for those of you that are not new to the channel and have been watching, you'll know that in the past I have many times mentioned that I was looking for a clean IS350 to daily drive, and I have been scouring the internet for literally probably the past 6 months trying to find my needle in a haystack, and I finally found it. So this is a 2006 Lexus IS350 with the 2GR FSE, makes right around 305 horsepower, and it has a very low 154,000 miles on it, which for the year is great in my opinion for an 06. And the body, I mean, it speaks for itself. It's insanely clean. We do have a couple of dings here that we are going to have to go ahead and get PDR'd. You'll see one here on the dog leg. We got a ding here on the driver's door. We got a ding up here on the roof somewhere, if I can find it. Yeah, right there. So there's a couple little things that need to be fixed. But mechanically, this car is perfect. What we have here is a stack of maintenance records from the original owner, dating back to the day that he bought the car. He purchased the car from the original owner with 8,000 miles on it. So every single maintenance record that this guy had done to this car from 8,000 miles up until 153,000 is right here. In this book, there are receipts for replacing the catalytic converters on the exhaust manifold. There are receipts for doing front and rear shocks, numerous front and rear brakes, and this has the more expensive performance brake package here with the 4-piston calipers. There are receipts for coolant services, spark plugs, transmission services. This guy kept up with this car to the book, by the book, and it really shows with how well this car presents itself and just how nice it runs. So like I said, under here we have the notorious and notoriously good 2GR bottom end. This is the 2GR FSE, so it is port and direct injected. And you'll know that we are very partial to this engine because we've had several cars on this channel with this engine, and I just think it's one of the smoothest driving V6 engines available on the market, and it's a shame that Toyota finally pulled the plug on it. Now, I did run a Carfax on this car, and unfortunately back in 2011 it was hit on the side. I asked the owner about it. He told me about it. He did not, try to hide any information from me. He told me it got hit on the side, and he forced the insurance company to replace the damaged components with original equipment parts. So unfortunately, if we go ahead and look at this door, you're going to notice one thing. Number one, here's a paint run. You can tell this had some paint work done on it. But number two, the original VIN sticker that is on these doors from the factory is gone here on the driver's side, and that was another one of the things that I noticed. If we come over here to the passenger side, you'll find that VIN sticker right down here, and that is a telltale with Toyotas. Just open the doors, open the panels, and look for that VIN sticker. So like I said, it does have new doors on the driver's side, but this accident was all the way back in 2011. So this repair here has stood the test of time. You'll see when we close the doors, nice solid thunks. There's no real weird noises or sounds, and everything is good with the world. Now, another thing that I'm not too happy about is the original owner does not have the original wheels, or did not have the original wheels. So we're stuck with these American Racing wheels that probably belong on something like a Mustang, but here they are on this Lexus. But the tires that are on them are in relatively nice shape, so we'll keep these for a winter set. I do have a set of summer rims and tires that are going to be going on this probably next video, when we go ahead and, we're going to get it up in the air, do the first oil change, and, really kind of show you underneath the car. But with that being said, let's shut the hood, let's hop inside, and let's show you what we got going on in there. So in here, you'll see everything is in pretty nice shape. There's no rips or tears in the seats. You can see just a little bit of bolster wear here, but nothing crazy. Now, unfortunately for me, this was not the spec of vehicle that I was looking for. I wanted a black interior. but I could not pass up the deal on this. We were able to secure this car for $4,600. And the main reason we were able to do that is because if we go ahead and start this thing and go ahead and try to use the navigation, there's a couple issues. Number one, it's stuck in Spanish and I don't speak Spanish. Number two, the touchscreen is not responsive. So we do have a repair here we're going to have to make with the touchscreen. We can either replace the digitizer or the screen, or we can go ahead and try to upgrade to something that's in the, you know, in the 2020s and get some Apple CarPlay and some other features like that. So not the end of the world. Everything else works. Car runs flawlessly. We have absolutely no lights of any kind on. And overall, I am super happy about my purchase. I think this will be a very nice upgrade from the 2007 Camry that we've been daily driving or commuting with to work, because if you are not new to the channel, you'll know we have a Lexus GSF, and getting out of the GSF and into a 4-cylinder Camry is just, it's like a culture shock. It sucks. So at least now we're going into something that's a little bit more similar to the Lexus GSF, and you know, we're not taking that drastic of a jump down on horsepower. We're going from 470 to 305, which is still a pretty big jump, but it's better than going from 470 to 160. All right, well, let's go ahead, fire it up, and take it for a ride. What you're going to notice here is really just how unremarkable driving this car is. The exhaust is nice and quiet. It drives very nice. You know, there's no real noises, no creaks, no whistles. It drives, for all intents and purposes, like a brand new car. And that just goes to show you that if you take care of your car, in most cases, it will take care of you. So let's just go ahead here. We're going to make a right out of here. And you're just going to see just how nice and smooth this is. It's honestly the perfect daily driver. This is a great daily driver and a great entry-level sports sedan for a young driver. You could find a clean one of these of this generation for probably between $6,000 and $8,000, you know, a little higher up in the mileage, 150, 160. If you're looking for something under 100,000, you're probably, you know, getting closer into the $10,000 range. But I think we stole this thing at $4,600, because all the comparables that I was able to find, again, were in the $6,000 to $8,000 range, which I couldn't see myself paying that much for one of these, and that was the reason that I waited for as long as I did, because I was just looking for the right one. And with a car with this pedigree, with all those maintenance records, I can't go wrong. I can't lose here. So let's go ahead. We'll do a little pull. Just hear how nice and smooth the 2GR is. It's, like I said, it's probably my favorite 6-cylinder engine. It's perfect. I can't say enough good things about it. It's reliable, it's smooth, it's efficient, it's powerful. It's a workhorse. I've seen these in Camrys and Avalons upwards of 300,000 miles, and not skipping a beat. So let's talk plans with this. Like I said earlier, this is going to be my commuter. I'm going to be driving this to and from work. And I don't know that I want to put a loud exhaust on it. I'm probably going to leave the exhaust alone, but don't hold me to it, because things always change. But for right now, exhaust is probably going to stay alone. I wouldn't mind putting an intake on it, because with an intake you get that nice deep growl when you hit the throttle. And we might do something with the suspension, depending on how the wheels that I'm going to put on it look. If they look huge or they make the thing look like a monster truck, I'm going to have to lower the car and make it sit right, but I don't want to affect ride quality, so I will have to do my due diligence and find the best option. Now, I also plan on getting with the guys over at RR Racing and talking to them, because I know they offer quite a bit of inventory and parts for this car. So maybe I'll do their lower control arm bushings in the front end when I do the suspension, if we do anything with the suspension, just to tighten it up a little bit. And I know they have an intake kit for this, but it requires a tune. And like I said, daily driver, I don't know that I want to tune it. But this thing runs great. I am so happy with this. This is the perfect addition to our Lexus family. And I hope you guys are as excited for us as we are excited to show you this purchase, because I know a lot of you have subscribed because of my TRD Camry and because of my Lexus GSF. And I really am a Toyota Lexus enthusiast through and through. Even though I may knock on the 2AZ a little bit. So we're just gonna go ahead, pull this thing in the shop, get it up, get it set up on the lift, and you'll see next video just exactly what we purchased. We're gonna go ahead and do a full post-purchase inspection. I did my due diligence. I went over the guy's maintenance records. I took a couple of peeks under the car, and I didn't see anything alarming at all. Actually, it was, like I said before, it was pretty underwhelming with all the maintenance records and everything. You know, I felt secure with my purchase. So let's just do one more quick walk around here. I already had my boys in the car already. You'll see their car seats and their shoes. They like the car. They like the GSF better, but again, it's totally different car. But we got the HID headlights. We got, you know, regular fog lights. And everything works. Car's straight. No, you know, no issues. So with that being said, if you want to see more content on this Lexus, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to see some content on our other Lexus, the GSF, that will also be on this channel. And then we even do a little bit of repair work on Camrys here. You'll see we got the engine out of this one, so this is another project. We're going to tear this engine down, figure out what went wrong with it, and we're going to rebuild it better. But with that being said, if you like cars, if you like Lexus, if you like Toyota, if you like this kind of stuff, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.